Hey, my loves, and welcome to another episode of Monique and Sydney's Open Relationship. I am Monique.
And I am Sydney.
And we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it because there have been some conversation and things that's been happening. And I've been asking my daddy for some time now, could we please do this show? Because I think that it's really important, and I think that it's one of those shows that a lot of us are going to get information that we didn't know about, but was afraid to say out loud we didn't know it. So this show's topic today is what? Do you take pride in your appearance?
Do you?
Do you take pride in your appearance? Not just when you leave out the home, but do you take pride in your appearance when you're in your home? Do you take pride in your appearance with your family? Like, I think that that's one of those conversations that we don't normally have when it comes to what do you look like inside of the home instead of outside of the home.
I mean, sometimes it's one and the same. You know what I mean? Oftentimes, if you haven't thought to take care of yourself well in your home, it sometimes carries with you and is an extension beyond the home as well. You know, in your situation, no. In your situation where we'll get into, there are individuals that based upon what it is that they do, they have to look great when they make their presentation for their job and things of that nature. So that may compel them to look a certain way. So in that, dynamic,
yes,
then you might be at home chilling a different way than you are out in public. But a lot of times, what you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get. And what they say, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Ain't seen nothing yet.
Get on down.
But how we got started
yes,
on that conversation was when you came home and you were telling me about a conversation that you had
yes,
with an acquaintance who, shared with you how they got down with their husband.
Okay, so here's the whole conversation, right? So I was having a conversation with this beautiful sister, beautiful, and what she does in her career, she's the best at it, right? So we're having a conversation, and I was on the road at the time, and we were just talking about, our relationships and our guys and all, and she was saying that she and her guy were getting ready to celebrate 9 years, their 9th year anniversary of being together, not married, just being in a relationship. So I said, oh, wow, what y'all going to do? So they were going to go visit a family member. So I then said, so I know you're going to have sexy stuff for every night that y'all are going away for the anniversary. And she was like, what? So I said, I know you're going to have some sexy stuff for every night you go away. And she was like, no. I said, for real? I said, y'all get ready to celebrate 9 years and you're not going to try to be every night, when y'all see each other? And she was like, no, do you do that every night? And I said, yeah, I try my best to do it every night. And she was like, so every night you trying to be sexy for Sydney? I said, every night. Like she said, well, do you shave every night? Every night before I get in that bed, yes. I shower. I shave my legs. If I need to exfoliate my skin, I do that. I want to make sure that when I'm getting in the bed with my man, he's knowing that I'm putting effort into it. And she so innocently said, I never take a bath at night. So innocent. She said, I never shower at night. I do it in the morning before I go to work.
Now, in the midst of that, I don't want to take you off the track.
Okay.
But didn't you have a conversation, or didn't she hint to something regarding their sex life?
Well, I'm gonna get to that, Daddy.
Okay, but in that little window. Okay,
yes,
I'm sorry.
Yes, so she says, and I know she's starting to listen to the show now, so that's why I'm not saying her name, because she's a beautiful sister, but I don't think she's a unique sister in what I'm saying. So she says, no, I never take a bath before I go to bed at night. I said, so You get in the bed with your man from all day. And she was like, what you mean all day? All day. You done been on that ass all day. You done went to the bathroom. You done shitted. You whatever done happened all day. Then you come home from work. You then take your clothes off and put pajamas on and you get in the bed. What happens if this man taps you on the shoulder in the middle of the night and you got all day on you? You want to give him that? And she bust out laughing and she said, I never even considered that. Like, I never even thought about that. And I think that, and when I was explaining it to Sid, I said, she's not unique. She's not unique. There was a time that I could have been in that category. I was in that category too. Oh, damn. So it's like.
But you're not thinking about it like that.
Aunt Melanie once said, that room be humming. Okay?
See, but I hear when some of y'all say, that's just nasty, or, oh my God, how could you? But for real, that wasn't something I always did. Like, that wasn't something that I always thought, I got to take a shower before I go to bed. That was not always a thought. And I wasn't thinking that, I'm being dirty. It just wasn't always a thought until it was brought to my attention, for it to always be a thought. But it wasn't always a thought. And it's just like how many of us women and men are out there and we'll give it to the workplace. We'll give them our best. We'll show up. We'll smell good. We'll look good. Hair done, nicely shaven, haircut, whatever it is. But then when you come home, it's almost like, well, it don't matter no more. Because I'm saying to her, 9 years, are you still trying to impress him? And she was like, impress him? Like, she said, well, he should have to take a shower too. Well, he should. Like, I'm not saying you be only clean, bitch, and then you in the bed with Dirty Dan. I'm not saying that.
Because now it was it was like, well, he don't wash, so why should I?
Now,
he funky.
Y'all got that bacteria infection just going back and forth because, okay.
What's going on?
You got to do it. You got to do it. But it's almost like, do we get to a place of where now I'm comfortable? I don't need to do that.
But, and in addition to that, because sometimes when I hear you talk, you do just speak like it's just the women.
I said.
I know. No. But it should go both ways. You cannot, if you're a couple, because someone pointed out earlier, what about doing it for you? Mm-hmm. And it's got to start with you doing it for you to want to do it for someone else, because after a while, if you're just doing it for them, it becomes a grind. It's like, this ain't what I want to do. It's the equivalent of when you are with somebody sexually that you don't care about. The sex is different when it's just sometimes physical than when it's someone you trust, you dig. It's mutually gratifying for everybody.
Come on.
Okay? The licking and lathering is reciprocated.
Yeah.
And there is not a whole lot of finessing and finagling of, why you don't never lick me, Bernie?
Okay.
Okay? And it's like, Tanya, didn't I lick you last week? But Bernie, I lick you all the time.
I want to be equally licked.
You're right. So it's like, when it comes to hygiene, I wish I could see Robin, y'all, because Robin has this elitist look on her face like, I cannot believe that they said that. Yes! Okay, mutually licked around this mother. Okay?
Fuck up.
Yes. So it is the same when it comes to the washing of the ass. Because growing up as a young man, my grandmother, and as well as my father, two Sagittarian spirits. But my grandmother used to emphasize, if you notice, because she would say, Grandma, old hag, okay? Grandma is an old hag, but you don't never see Grandma leaving out this house looking like a mess. Now, I know I'm a hag, and she was not, okay? Mm-hmm. She took it down at 90, almost 91, kept it tight. And she said, remember, don't you ever leave out the house without looking halfway decent. I watched my dad, same way. So some of these things are taught. And my father would talk to me straight up. He would like, look, I know you think you cool messing around with these pissy tail little girls. That's what he called them when he was young. Pissy tail little girls. They don't even know how to clean themselves yet. So when you are young, you hearing clean yourself. Clean yourself. Clean. And when you're a little boy, you want to dodge a shower. You see, life is about playing, getting grassy, and then catching Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, the TV, and stink. We smell like outside to death. And then he said, one day you going to care about your hair. When the nigga has some, okay? You going to care about your clothes and all. And then all of a sudden, because girls going to get involved in the situation, then they don't want no dirty ass boy messing around with them. It's cool. Y'all going to get away with it now, but so when you get that information when you're younger, in reference to grooming and things of that nature, it helps. So this is not just for us as we're older and having this conversation. This is to pass on to your kids now, because our kids, they be trying to draft dodge showers. You know, they don't want to. Boy, you going to need to put some lotion on.
Yes.
Because you are an African American, but you looking like the watermelon man who is starting to turn white because you have not moisturized your skin. You must do it. So there's a balance where both have to do it, not just the women. Now, we don't have as much sexy night gear and all of that, but the washing of the balls.
Come on.
To not smell all day, the funkiness.
Come on.
And the cleanliness, clean underwear, things of that nature. There's a level of appreciation. Yes, ball washing.
Ball washing.
Okay?
And cut that hair.
Cut the hair. Listen, grooming.
Talk to him, Daddy.
Listen. There's some people, and some women, they want a hairy man. That's what it is. There is nothing wrong with shaving your little private areas. There's nothing wrong. Because if you get mad at the woman, you like, why you keep stopping and starting this shit? Because she looking like a fresh cat choking off a ball of hair. Simply because you a bit too hairy. You got to manscape. Listen, Robin, listen. And Robin says it stinks, okay? So what we need to do is, what I'm saying to you as a man, you must keep that, because the less hair you keep, and the cleaner you keep it, the easier access for everything. There's no interruptions due to the choking of the hair and things of that nature. Think about it now. But you must be careful, because one can cut themselves and take a knee. Okay? Be careful in the shaving of the private areas. Okay? Everybody don't know that.
You know,
and Harmony Clown not supposed to stink. What the fuck? You're absolutely right. You're not supposed to stink. Don't do it.
Unless you've just got finished working out, playing basketball, there are different things we can say, oh, and you say, okay, well, I just got finished. But if your ass just got up from the night and you've done nothing but lay there all night, that could be a situation if you say, wait a minute, what is that going on?
Right,
but,
the Bee Gees wrote a song about that smell. It's called Night Fever, okay?
Night fever.
Night fever, that's what it is.
You got a right to grow it.
Wait a minute.
Because something's growing.
Okay.
If it's feverish. And so listen, this is what we're saying. It's like sometimes we didn't even get the conversations as little girls. I can't speak on little boys because I wasn't one. But we didn't get the conversations as little girls on how to take care of our bodies. You know, it's interesting because when I go to the Brazilian wax place, and I used to say to Olga is the sister that does the Brazilian wax, and she's absolutely amazing. She's from Russia. Let me tell you something. Listen here.
I thanked Olga. Yes. I said, you, friend, you are my hero. You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need, okay? You are so beautiful to me, okay?
That's what he sang to Olga.
See, that's why I sang to Olga.
Because I didn't know anything about a Brazilian wax, okay? My cousin told me about it, Robin told me about it a long time ago, and I couldn't imagine. I was like, wait a minute, explain this shit again. Somebody put some hot wax down on my good girl. And then she rip it off real fast. I said, I'll be beat a bitch up if ever somebody do that to me. Okay, so years later, this sister named Lena told me about going to get a Brazilian wax. So I go get a Brazilian wax. Let me tell y'all something. The first, okay, because I said to myself, I wanna be impressive to my husband. I want to show him that I'm doing what I need to do, to take care of me and to take care of us. So I got introduced to the Brazilian wax, right? Now, sisters, if you've never gotten one before, I want to walk you through it, okay? You know how you're going to get a pap smear? It's the same thing. You have to get undressed from the bottom down, okay? You get up on the table. They put this powder on you because they want to absorb the moisture, okay? Well, with me, they had to keep putting powder and powder because the powder kept balling up because I was so nervous through the sweat. It kept just eating the powder up, right? So Olga, baby, it wasn't good, right? So Olga said, I got to do it again. She put the powder on me again. Then it finally they got me dry. Baby, after she put that first piece of hot wax on my good girl and ripped it off, the only thing I could say to her was, do you have children, bitch? Do you have children, bitch? And she didn't get offended. I said, bitch, she said she understood it because that first rip, you'd be like,